Islamic and
Testing, testing, 1, 2, testing, testing, 1, 2. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. We are here today in Upper Westchester Muslim Society. And inshallah, today, the second class of our course, uh, Fundamental of Islamic Finance and Business Transaction. My voice is good for the guys here. Tamam. Alhamdulillah. Last week, we started 8:30, and today we started 8:30. Inshallah, next time we'll start. I'm hearing, I'm hearing my voice back. Yeah, no, صدر. Oh, it's just class today. Huh? Tom? It, so our announcement. We started 8:30 today. So next time, inshallah, we'll start 8:15 to our class, inshallah. It will be the third class in our course, Fundamental of Islamic Finance and Business Transaction. Last week, we talked about, and in general, we talked about uh, the definition of objectives. We talked about word al-muamalat also, what al-muamalat means, and what the relation between the Muslim and the money as well. Last week talked about the right and responsibilities of the businessship in general. All of that, it's Islamic things. It's Islamic. If you want the subject, also we explained some terminologies and expressions. We used it in الاقتصاد الإسلامي or المالية الإسلامية, the transaction and economics. Also, last week we mentioned some of the difference between uh, uh, the halal and the haram in general contract. This is very important to know. It's not everything is halal and not everything is haram as well. Today, inshallah, we will go little deep about the agreement in the Islam. If we understand that part, inshallah, we will be able to understand the transaction, the new transaction when it comes to us. So we will know it's agreed with the Islam, or Islam agreed with that, or we have a problem with that, and why we have a problem with that. So today we need to focus on that part, the agreement or the contract. The agreement and the contract is ijab wa qabul. Someone always when they mention them, they said the two party. I will say the people, because sometimes you are not one person from each side, sometimes group of people buying from other group of people. So two parties. The first party giving something called in Islam ijab, offering, and the other party, they will do the accepting. So acceptance and offering, ijab wa qabul. Any contract in our deen, it has to have these two pillars, ijab wa qabul. طبعا there's too many other pillars, but this is the main thing, ijab wa qabul, between the parties. And it has to be on a known price. Remember those words, known price. We'll talk about that in detail, inshallah, today. But you have to know the price has to be known for both of them, for both party. And the benefit also, it has to be known, specific benefit. Why I called benefit, why I didn't call items? Because I'll tell you also, it comes in on order. uh, sometimes I pay for no items. I pay for a benefit. So in this situation, still, still we can consider that buying and selling type. The agreement or the contract form which is called الصيغة في Islamic agreement. الصيغة, it has to be specific. It has to be like crystal clear. This is for buying and selling, not renting, not gifting, not like a word, not a prize, no, or not a charity. It's a buying and selling. This has to be very clear in the agreement of the contract, and also the offer and the acceptance, it has to be in the same meeting. If you tell me I will buy your car, or I said I buy your car, I buy your car, not I will, because we need to avoid something else. I buy your car. You have to tell me while we are in that meeting, yes, I accept or no. But if you go home and or I'm not there and then you say accept in a different meeting, it has to be to each other. I have to understand, I have to know what the response of my offering. تمام. And as I mentioned, that agreement has to be in the specific word. I buy, I sell, okay? And could be verbal, could be مثلا I buy that مثلا TV from you. You sell me that for $200. You said yes, I accept. خلاص. That's verbal. We don't have. Sometimes even we don't have the word. مثلا I'm going to buy stuff from Walmart, so I collect everything in my bag. Then I went to the machine and I put the price by myself. I have no other. So here it's called the ta'ati, the action. Also in the, and that's happening with us in the small things. So I'm going to buy the news from, I'm not going to tell the person, sell me the newspaper for today, the day of such and such, and this is $2.50. That will not, I'm taking the newspaper and I give him the money and that's it. It could, except in one contract, it cannot happen in that kind, which is the action, الزواج, the marriage. If we sit and say, okay, this is the dowry, خلاص we done. لا, it has to have specific word, because عقد النكاح, عقد الزواج, the most important than any عقد in your life. So it has to have a specific word and with specific grammar, and yeah, and it has to be known for both party, and also you have to have witnesses. I can buy, as I told you, big issue. Like I can buy a ship for $10 million or $20 million without witnesses, but I cannot marry without witnesses. I can give my son my building, but I cannot with nothing in return. But I cannot marry without a mahr, dowry. I have to pay dowry. Uh huh. Right. Okay, it's coming. That's why we said if you have something, it's coming with us. So it's too many information in that subject. And if I didn't cover it, inshallah, we'll answer. Oh, the marriage contract. Okay, now there is a big difference between the validation and the proven. The validation, this is what we said. Any contract, Islamic contract, if we did a sigha, the form, and we said it right, and we know what we having the agreement on, and the two party they have all the condition, any agreement is correct, valid, 100%. But to prove that agreement, this is a different issue. You have to have, nowadays, you have to have a paper. And this paper It's not any paper. It has to be in a certain form. And some agreement, it has to be in a certain place, which is the court for the marriage, for example, in a different specific place in the city for the building or stuff like a specific place for the cars and so why they did that? They did that long time ago because the agreement is correct 100% with the word, even the marriage. But when people they have this conscience and they have iman, they don't have a problem. But after that, people they become corrupted. That's yani, 100 years back. So we could see in the judge in the court a woman come and say, "Hey, this is my husband, and he's not paying money for me, and he's not taking care of me financially," and she would give a two witnesses as like false witnesses, and they swear by Allah. In this time, the man never saw this woman before and he is not her husband and he has to pay for this. Why? Because there is no paper. Or a man come and say have his two of his friends and go to the judge and say, my wife, she doesn't want to go home with me. And the two witnesses say, yes, we were there when he married her. And all of that false. And also the agreement, somebody will bring a two witness and say, yeah, he sold me that building, the $2 million building, and we had the agreement and he took the money. Do you have witness? Yes, I have 15 witnesses. Okay, now that could be lying, could be truth, right? So long time ago, they said the court will not listen to any dispute unless you have a certain paper coming from a certain place, especially what? Especially the marriage. But if, for Sister Samsiya, if two people, the man and his wife and the wali and the shuhud and everybody, we said the marriage, خلاص, she's his wife and he is her husband in Allah's eye. In the court, they're gonna kick us out because you didn't use the right word, the right paper they asked. So you see that? So validation, it's correct, it's a valid agreement because we suppose to respect the word comes from our mouth. We have to stand beside, we should not break. So now the agreement could happen with the action, could happen with the word, could happen with writing, all of that type. But it has to be, as I told you, in a certain word, like I bought this, or you sell me this, or I sold you that. Yes, I accept, something like that. And the other or answer, it would be I accept, or yes, or I agreed, or type. As soon as that agreement happened, uh, and in tiles of that, yani what it's the result of that. If you sold me some items and I accepted, you cannot sell the same item to someone else. It's haram. But we didn't write anything, it's still haram because the agreement is already done between you and me. If you said the offer and I said accept, or I said the offer and you said accept, khalas. These items, it's already sold, but I didn't give the money. The money, it has nothing to do with the right agreement between you and that person. So what will happen? The one who sell or resell the thing he sold it before, he's an athim. He commit a sin. And also in tiles for that, until for that, if I know that you bought an item and then you agreed with the person and we done, then I come and say, hey, I gave you more money, but sell me this item. I want it. If you sell it to me, you are athim, and what I'm doing is haram. What I'm doing when I give you more money to sell me something, it's already sold to someone else, it's committing haram. لقول النبي صلى الله عليه وآله وصحبه وسلم said, لا يبيع أحدكم على بيع أخيه ولا يخطب أحدكم على خطبة أخيه أو كما قال صلى الله عليه وسلم. If you know that your brother bought that thing and already the agreement done, it doesn't have to be written yet, it doesn't have to give him money yet, it's not a promise. Listen to that sentence. Hey, you want to sell the car? You say, yeah, I might sell it in the future. It's okay. Whenever you want to sell it, it's mine. Now, this is not buying and selling. You promise me for something in the future, and I promise you for something in the future. But you sell me this, I sold it, I bought it. That's it. Al-aqd. See, you have to be specific. Okay? طيب. That's happened. I cannot get involved in that unless you return the thing to the person, say, I don't want it. I don't want that thing. So now I can. Or you say, okay, there is no nasib between me and the fiance, the one I was about to marry. We break up. Then now you can get involved. Not before that. Before that, it's considered haram for every person. He knows what he is doing. Type. Maybe somebody will ask a question. What about the auctions? Because the auction, Mr. X, he put $500. I say 530 or 550. Now I give money more than the one my brother he put it. This is not, the selling is not final yet. We didn't. We offer. Is that accepted in Islam? Yes. Who did it? Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam. As long as we're gonna avoid the thing I talked about it last week, to bring somebody for false, and he trying to make the prices going up, and he has no intention to buy or anything. Type. And Nabi sallallahu alayhi wasallam, one day he saw a person come to ask him for sadaqah, charity. So he said, sallallahu alayhi wasallam, do you have anything in your house? He said, yes, I have قعب نشرب فيه الماء. We have like a jug. We put water in it. And we have hills. Hills like something you put it on the ground. Yani thick little bit so it can be like a rug. So we sit on part of it and we cover with the other part. He said, what else? He said, that's it. I don't have anything. He said, okay, bring them to me. So he brought them. So Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam said, Man yashtari hadain, who buy these from me? So somebody said a dirham. He said, no, more. Who pay more? So now Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam didn't accept the dirham. He said, who pay more? So somebody said dirhamain too. He said, okay, give me the dirhamain. He gave the 2 dirham for the man. He said, go buy the stuff and the food for your family today, and buy axe. The axe head. Bring it and put a hand on it, wood hand, and I want you to go to cut some trees for firewood. I don't want to see you until for a long time, like a days. So the man came after a few days, cutting those, carry them, sold them, make money, take care of the family, go back. So he came to Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam after many days, and he has a nice clothes, he has a nice dabba, and he is in a different shape. So he said, Ya Rasulullah, that's me. You taught me how. Then Rasulullah Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam said, look at him now. هذا خير من أن يأتي أحدكم يعني يسأل الناس أعطاه أو منعه. This is better for one of you come and spread his hand, people give him or no. And then he gave example for the people who they allowed to ask for charity. Because not everyone. That guy, he came for charity. But if you look, he could do a lot of things. He could help himself, but he needs somebody to direct him to the right way. So he said, إن المسألة, to ask for charity, لا تصلح. It's not halal, it's not correct, إلا except for a few people. لذي فقر مدقع. Somebody, he has nothing. He is on the dirt. He has nothing in his hand. He's very poor. لذي فقر مقطع or لذي دم موجع. What دم موجع? That means blood. موجع means the person killed somebody by mistake, accident. So what he has to do? To pay yeah, to pay الدية. الدية 100 camel. So he doesn't have that big number. So he will go to ask people to help him. So this is the second one. Also, Nabi Sallallahu allow him to seek help from people because it's a big number of money and he needs some help. أو لذي جرم مفضع. غرم عفوا. غرم مفضع. غرم, you are in a business and something happened, accident happened, and you got a lot of debt on you, and you are about to go to jail. So you start asking people to help you in a situation like that. So person, he has a blood money on him. He could ask a person. He lost most of his money in a business or something like that. He could ask. He's allowed to ask. Third one, the one who doesn't have anything. So this is the only people they can ask. Other than that, they should find the way to help themselves. Type. So now we understand if somebody bought something, I cannot get involved until, خلاص, this is not mine. Unless something happened between them and I'm not part of it, then I can offer after that. And auction, it's not the scenario. Auction, I didn't sell yet. I didn't like the number. But as soon as I said, okay, I accept the number of that person, done. It's agreement. Nobody can put any money extra. Otherwise, consider what? Haram. Haram action. Type. Now we understand the part of the agreement. See, it's too many things, but you have to take it step by step. طيب, what about the thing? The one I said it, I called it before the benefit. I'm paying money for something in return. You give me something in return. Without anything in return, this is not buying and selling. You can call it whatever. Maybe it's a charity because the reward is from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Or maybe a hiba. I give it to you, a gift. Or, you know, something with no return, like a word. So the thing we will have the agreement on, our contract on, it has too many conditions. And if you pay attention for them, you will understand why when we ask Al-Alim, Sheikh, why we cannot make that deal? He say, no, you cannot make that deal. And he would tell you why. But if you understand them, you will be, you have a good idea why this is not accepted in Islam. Number one, the thing I'm gonna make the deal on, which is I pay for it, it has to be exist, or at least able to be exist. You got this one? Exist, this is the phone. You can buy it. Or the second floor I'm building, okay, the second floor I'm working on it, okay? Or your clothes, I'm a tailor and I'm working on it, it's قابل للوجود. تمام? I sell you something, it's exist. What about if I sell you my stolen car? Somebody stole my car, I don't know where it is. So I said, I have my car for $10,000. When you find it, take it. Or I sell it for you while I don't know where it is. It's already stolen. Maybe it's still there. Maybe somebody ship it somewhere else. Maybe somebody burn it. I don't know. This aqd is not valid because it's not exist, or it's not able to be exist. Okay? Or I sold you my goat, the one I don't know where she ran away and I don't know where it is. This is a scapegoat, but not the expression scapegoat, but scapegoat. But no, this is something I cannot give it to you. I don't want to use deliver because we're gonna talk about deliver in more details. It's something it's not exist or not, it's not able to be exist. Type. Number two, the thing I will pay the money for in the agreement has a value. Okay, $2 for a handful of dirt. What you gonna do with handful of dirt? This is not agreement. We playing games, but it's not true here. Okay, I sell you air without a tank just to breathe. So now I'm not selling you a true thing, right? I'm telling you, okay, you can breathe for 10 minutes and you pay for that. This is also not agreement. If I give you a tank to go for diving, this is a different story. But I have to sell you something or you sell me something. I pay money for it. It has value. Or I sell you a dead animal. What you gonna do with it? You're gonna go to bury it or burn it? Die. Also coming. It has to be the thing I'm selling, the items, it has to be usable by me. Usable by me. For example, I give you money, you give me 3 pigs. What I'm gonna do with it? I cannot eat it, I cannot use it, I cannot sell it. So it's not. Or you give me like a box of alcohol. I cannot do anything with that. So this is not a valid deal. I give you money, you sell me a pub, where people drink alcohol, and it cannot be changed. It has to be that way. That invalid agreement because I cannot use it to sell al khamr on it. Maybe somebody say, huh? But this I'm putting money on something. I have to take something. I can use it. So if I do that, my agreement with you is not valid. We're talking about the validation of the agreement. This agreement is not valid. If I buy it to change it to making something else, this is different. But I'm talking about something I cannot use it. In this situation, al-aqd is batil. Why we say that? Because when you go to the court and say, Judge, I made that agreement with that person, the judge he doesn't need to hear more. He will say, okay, give him his money back with no word. That's why I'm telling you what the benefit of the validation of the agreement. ده طبعا the Islamic court. I go there and said, he sold me something and then he gave me a 3 pigs. What I'm going to do with this judge? He said, give him his money back. You see that? Because it's not sale, even if it was a good price for those 3 pigs, was a very good price. So he cannot say, I didn't cheat him, I didn't give him anything wrong. No, he cannot use that. That's why you have to give him his money back without anything. Different story. I go to the judge and say, he sold me the car. I bought the car from him. Then he gave it to me for $2,000 and I gave it to him for a good price. And the judge will tell him, give him his money back? No, because it's the usable thing. You see the difference between this one and that one? Or complicated? No? Type. Huh? Okay. Okay. I gave him the money, so he gave me 4 pigs, 5 pigs. That's a number. I say for something haram, he gave me alcohol bags. Any muharram thing, haram thing, forbidden thing, I cannot use it. I cannot sell it. I cannot. The Muslim cannot use any muharram for other Muslim or non-Muslim. I cannot sell it for the non-Muslim because Allah commanded me to do not sell alcohol. So I cannot sell alcohol for Muslim or non-Muslim. I cannot sell alcohol in a land of Muslimin or land of non-Muslimin. I cannot sell alcohol for somebody, drink it or not drink it. I don't care. Whatever Allah addressed me with, it doesn't matter the other person. have as is, right? Buy something, you can sell it as is, or you can buy it. This is it will come in a point after that you are in hurry. All of you are in hurry. I know that. When it comes, no, when it comes in what? In a tabiin. I cannot cheat you on something. I can cheat you in a car. I didn't tell you what in it. I know what in it. And I didn't give you chance to check it. I tell you, it's the best thing in the market. And I know it was not. Now I cheated you. You have a right to return every penny from me. But if I tell you this is the thing, go check it, look at it. I'm not gonna fix anything as is. And take your time to know it. This is different story. Got it? طيب. The second condition, it has to be able to be owned. Yani the thing I'm selling or the thing you're buying, it has to be something you can own it. I don't know, maybe fourth, fourth, fourth. Okay. Two, you are able to own it. Like what? If I sell you my cousin, can you own my cousin? No, you can't. So this has something, it has to be now. Type. Be careful here. It has to be able to deliver. We have to pay attention here because there is many point under that. The thing I'm selling, it has to be able to be delivered to the buyer. For example, if I sell you a building, it has a legal burden on it. People fighting for that place, and people they have partial things, and I cannot sell that. Okay, I cannot sell that until we know who own what and how much I own and how much. Okay, how about if I sell you something? It's a mortgage to somebody. I know nowadays they say, but Sheikh, we have mortgage, we sell it to other person if I don't want that house anymore. You are not selling nothing. You just go to the bank. This is the owner. And you say, I want Mr. X to buy my place. He said, okay, sign in and get out. Because we are the owner for that, because your place is mortgaged, under mortgaged. So here they will sell it and they take the money. And if you deserve something out of that money, they give it to you. If you don't deserve, no. If you owe money, so you are not the owner. So when you put something under a rahn, called a rahn, this is not something I can sell it for somebody. But if I say, don't worry about the bank or anything, I'll sell you my house for مثلا $200,000. And the guy paid the $200,000 and he went to his house. 2 weeks later, the bank comes and kick him out because he's not owning that place. You see that? So I have to be able to deliver what I'm selling, and you have to be able to receive what you bought. Or, for example, land or building or something, it has legal dispute still. Uh, a building, and there is too many people, they fight for the ownership, or they fight for they have a right in inheritance. The daughter, she deserves this, the father deserves, the mother deserves, and we don't know yet who. And there is a company, the deceased took money, borrowed money from, also the own from. I cannot sell that. You see? So we're talking about what now? Maybe somebody will say, yes, Sheikh, and there's no one will sell that. No, there is people, they will sell that. They will tell you, yeah, take it. I'll give you this flat. It's a very, because I'm traveling, I'm leaving, and I'm going to migrate to a different place. The price, it's £1 million, but I'm selling that for 300,000 with whatever inside. And you are go and buy it, and then you discover that you were scammed. This is a scam, and the person said, no, you cannot And the agreement, when you go to the court, you tell them, hey, this is what happened with me. You don't have to say much. You already get scammed by that person, and you deserve every penny you pay. Right. Um, it has to be whatever I'm buying, and we pay attention for this one. It has to be muhaddad, يعني specific thing I'm paying my money for. مثلا, I take your $5,000. I said, okay, I will sell you a car. So you tell me, okay, what kind of car? It's a car. It's not a motorcycle. It's a car. That's it. No, you cannot buy something. I don't understand what kind of car, what year, what model, all of that thing. You have to sell something and you specify what you sell. Other than that, I'm not buying something I don't have description for it. تفضل تفضل عليكم السلام ورحمة الله. Description for it. You still with me, guys? We get we still okay? طيب. The price as the items has to be known. And now I know in your mind now you start thinking about some agreement, we do it, but we don't know what exactly we're buying because it's not clear to me. Yeah, it's not clear what I'm buying. That's that's why when you go to the alim and tell him, is that kind of agreement? I say no, because you are not buying specific thing. Right. The price I pay, on the other hand, has to be known as well. I have to know how much I'm paying. Okay. For example, I will sell you my phone. If you give me the money today, you pay $5. If you give it next week, it's $7. If you give it after 4 weeks, and $10. And I said, okay, this is not valid. I have to know it's 5 or 7 or 10 or what. So this is also very important. So now we talked about the benefit. I called it benefit, or ulama, they call it benefit, the items, because it's not always it has to be item. I'll give you example. And in the same time, the price has to be very clear. If I'm buying something, I have to know the weight for it. I have to know the quantity or whatever. Okay. And the money should be known and is not able to be increased because of the time. There's some kind of selling. It's $5,000, this car. You keep paying for 5 years, so this is the price. But if you want to delay it to 7 years, you keep paying more, and the number is getting different with la. It has to be one certain number. I bought that for that. How you pay it, this is different story. I'm paying it today or 5 months or 5 years or 6. This is different story. Okay? Now, ownership, it's not always the position. Type. I own whatever I own. I own a car, I own a house, I own a land, I own my horses. Okay? So I possess those stuff means I have them. I have the merchandise in my warehouse. I have my horses in the pen near to my house. I have the car in my garage. This is in my possession. So buying it and own it, it doesn't have to be always with you. Why? Because there is something also important here. Type. Give you example. When you sell something, you have to be able to deliver it even if it's not in your position. Give you example. I bought, مثلا, for example, merchandise in Brazil. I bought 1,000 ton of coffee. I don't want to bring them here in USA. Okay, I own it and I have it there. And then every time I somebody buy 50 pound or 100 pound, I send it from there. Now the question: Do I own? Do I own that coffee or not? It's not in USA. It's still there. Yes, I own it. It's mine, but I don't have it in my hiyaza. When I ship it to bring it here, it's in my hiyaza. But am I able to ship from Brazil to you? Yes, yes. I'm able to do that. I have my crew over there. I have people work for me over there. I just call them, send 100 ton or 50 ton to this country. Alas, got it? Type. Why we mention this part? Because if you own it but you don't possess it, fine. You can have all the action correctly. No problem. But if you don't own it and you act Allah Akbar, like sell or rent, no, you can't. You don't own it. If you own it and you possess, no problem. If you own it but you don't possess it in your warehouse or whatever, you still fine as long as you are able to deliver that whenever you sell something. Only different in this situation, it will be what? Pay attention for this one. It's a little complicated. I bought that merchandise from you, Ahmed T, from Pakistan or India, and then I kept it there. And every time somebody buy from me, I ship from there. Okay. When I bought it from the company there, I told them I need 100 ton. They said, okay, we will be ready. And this is the price. Inshallah. I said, okay, that's fine. I agreed with them. I made the agreement. And even I sent the money to them. But I didn't receive it yet. Even I didn't receive it in my warehouse in India. They were preparing to say next week we deliver. During this week, they lost the tea. Who lost here, me or them? What do you think? Huh? Huh? The seller, because he didn't deliver it yet. That's why I said pay attention. It's very tricky. But I bought from the company and I gave them the money. And I told them, hey guys, keep it with you. Every time I have somebody buying from me, I will ask you to ship to him. Now it's mine. If something happened to me, it's my danger. You see that? I already received it. So al-makhatir is my makhatir. I didn't receive it yet. It's their makhatir. They owe me the price of that, and they have to give me a 110 of them. You got that? That's why we're talking about al-hiyaza, to possess the thing or to just keep it with them. طيب. There is two things we have to understand them in every agreement. We have to have, you might hear that before, الرضا والاختيار. الرضا والاختيار. Word الرضا means satisfaction. الاختيار, choice. Do you see difference between them? الرضا والاختيار. Choice and satisfaction. It's the same thing? Why? MashaAllah, you're smart. Why? Because I might buy something, I don't like it, but I don't have other choice. I go to buy, I need some tomatoes right away because the food on the oven or on the oven. Then I found that I didn't like all of them. I have no choice. So I bought it. That agreement is correct or not? I bought it. I bought £2. I don't have to buy. a million thing. Yes, it's $5, but it's still agreement. Now that agreement is valid or invalid? Valid. I'm satisfied with that? No. You see that? So some ulama said choice is enough, but some of them said no, you have to have choice and satisfaction. طيب. When we agree, the two party should be agreed, both of us, and we chose what that. But if you force me, you put a gun in my head, sign that agreement to buy this, that agreement is invalid. If you take advantage on my ignorance of the market and you sold me something, it's not, this is not the price. Still, I can go to the judge and say this is because this is invalid. This is here if I sell my car as is. In this situation, I have to give you a right to go everywhere to check it in every mechanic and everything. If you come to me and say I bought it as is, no problem. But if I sell my car and telling you this is a very good car, nothing wrong with it, now you can come back and say you're a liar. Give me my money back because I hide what in it. You get that? Right. Remember when we talk about buying and selling and the different story, which is the promise to buy and sell, these different things. Okay, I will buy your house. I love your house. I will buy your house. Then somebody else bought your house. Anything wrong? No, because I didn't buy it. I was promising to buy, you promising me to sell. But when we make the agreement, this is where the sin will happen. So be careful with these two things. Also, you're gonna need that when you buy and sell in a stock market. Buying and selling something and willing to buy and sell and promise to buy and sell is something else. Right. The parties, the two people or the two group of people, they have to be adult when because if I make agreement with 5 years old, 6 years old, this is not valid. Rational too, because sometimes people they don't have or they have a problem thinking, or legally, Islamically, legally, in they are incapable to make deal according to their foolishness, or the court sometime give order. That person is prevented from making any like transaction agreement. Why? Because he cannot tell what is right and what's wrong, what's good, what's bad for himself. So this is called hajr, or hajr. We are almost there. Remember when I told you, you own the thing, but you don't possess it. Still fine. You can buy and sell, because in the stock market, you are not buying a tea and they bring it to you here. You buying a t-shirt and you bring it here. You keep it. You leave it in China and you sell it also to somebody else from China, but you own it. You own it. When you know you own it, that's fine. Type. I bought cars from Japan. I bought it, but I didn't bring it here. Whoever buy a car from me, I let Japan, send it to him from there. Just ship it from there. I own it. Yes, I own it. Can I sell it? Yes, I can, because I own it. But it's not with you in the United States. It doesn't have to be with me. Possession, al-hiyaza, and the ownership. Type. Um, Forbidden to sell something I don't own it yet. I own it, but I cannot deliver it. Or something I don't own it. Can I sell your car? No. قول النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم لا تبع ما ليس عندك. This is also very, very important in a market. Don't sell something you don't own it. But now you know that's why I explained to you the difference between to have a thing in your possession or to own it only and it's somewhere else. It doesn't matter because and you have to distinguish between these two things. But if you don't own it, you cannot sell it. And this is happening in a lot of action in the thing. For example, I am the guy I'm selling Ahmed tea. Don't ask me why I chose Ahmed tea again. I just give example. The why three pigs. Yeah. So I sell Ahmed tea, and everybody knows that. I buy from India and I sell it. Then somebody came to me and say, "Hey, I want 100 kilo from Ahmed tea." I know in my warehouse I don't have any now. I said, "Okay, pay $5,000." So he paid me $5,000. Then I call India. I said, "Sell me like 300 kilo of tea." What's happening here? I sold to the guy, even I'm known, I'm selling and buying that kind. But in this time, I don't have, not in my position, not in my ownership. But I sold something, I don't own it. Then I bought later on the tea. This is haram. لا تبع ما ليس عندك. You don't own it. You don't have something. You sell something, you don't own it. In the stocks, you do that. You come to me, hey, I'm buying مثلا this kind of stocks in the company. I said, okay, don't worry. How many you need? I need 50. 50 stocks, that's fine. That number. You transfer the money for me, I go buy it from the other place. Now I sold something, I don't own it. And this is also muharram. I want this merchandise, this item. Okay, give me the money. Then I'll go to buy. All of that is haram. تمام? And when we say haram, guys, every bite we eat it from haram. النبي صلى الله عليه وصحبه وسلم said كل حرام كل جسد نبت من حرام فالنار أولى به. Everybody, every cell in your body, it's grown from haram. It doesn't matter if two people decide to commit zina and both of them said we're okay with that. We have no problem. So it's still zina. Okay, this is not, yeah, this is not, when we agree about something, it doesn't make it halal. Yes. You answer yourself because I talk about how we make the agreement. It could be verbal, it could be written. Do I have to this? I own the stuff. This is your agreement. I own it or not. Delivering it, it has nothing to do with that because I can buy from you. You build house apartment. I bought the one in the fifth floor on the right side, and you are in the second floor. You see that? So how you sold that one because it's you are able to do to have it. So, but uh, hey, you have to have this contract with them means buying and selling, not promising to buy and sell. That's why I stuck with every part of those so you can. But I know you cannot have that from the first time. And we study that in a different thing with different examples. So, but I want you to have some idea what's going on with that. And the Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, "كل جسد نبت من حرام فالنار أولى به." Everybody grow up from haram, the destiny, the best destiny for it, he said, it will be the hellfire. So we don't want that to happen. Also, one of the things people didn't pay attention for, the kids. When the kids are giving you hard time, they are not listening, they are not obeying you. And then you have to look what you were feeding them. I don't have to go break houses and steal money to make it haram money. No, I make money from a wrong way. You see that? So I'm feeding them haram money. And now you know why they're giving you a hard time? This is something we have to understand. We have to understand. We're almost there. Okay, the price. Do I have to pay gold and silver and paper? The currency, the paper, it's supposedly gold and silver. Do I have or I can pay something else? Huh? Trade? No, no, I will say it. I'm buying. Yeah, I want to buy your car. Do I have to pay money or I can pay something else? Huh. Or I have to pay gold and silver, guys? Mm. No, 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 I don't have. For example, I'm a lawyer and I said, sell me your car and I will defend you in a court in this case. So this is a price. My price for your car to defend you. So now the price was not, but it's known. Okay. I'm not gonna, and I'm not gonna give you something impossible. The normal person. I'm a doctor. Okay, give me my price is a car or a house or a trip somewhere, and I will take care of your treatment. I teach you or your kids. You see that? It could be that. So that's why we said not item all the time, sometimes benefit. But this benefit has to be halal. The ajr too. The benefit is halal, the service is halal, and the price is halal. So if I said, okay, I work for you, or I sell you something, or I do the benefit for you, and you give me alcohol, or pigs, or dead animal, or haram thing, or haram trip, or anything haram, no, that price is not accepted. The price has to be halal price. خلاص. You there? Um, as I told you, I have to be able to deliver. If I cannot, if I'm not able to deliver, that buy is unveiled. What about the correlation, which is I force you to buy or sell? All of that invalid. All of that invalid. Cheating or hiding the the truth. The one, all of that make the uh, the action is invalid. When we sell something is not clear. Now this is important for us to know. I'm selling you salt in the water. I give you water, salty water, but I'm selling you that salt. You have to take the water and whatever salt on it. This is you pay the price for it. I don't know how much salt I'm gonna have when I vibrate or raise the water and keep the salt. I don't know. It's 1 pound, 10 pound, 15 pound. No. So I have to give you something clear, clear and specific. طيب, I have a horse and she's pregnant. And I'm not gonna sell my horse. I'm selling the pregnancy, whatever it is. It's a $500 male, female, twins, one miscarriage. It doesn't matter. It's yours. Haram. I sell the fruit on the trees. Okay, the truth. لا. Until النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم said حتى يبدو صلاحه, until it comes out and it's not يعني right 100%, but it's, oh, now we know how much we have. يعني مثلا the date, it's become going to red or yellows. خلاص, in that time I can. Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam said because people, they cannot wait until that fruit become completely good on it. After become completely good, what will happen to it? It will be rotten. Now, I will wait for you until the fruit is rotten and say, how much you used to say? $5 for 500? I'll give you $50 because anyways, you're going to throw it to the trash. So that's why I'm going to sell it before that's happened. So in the middle way, but not before it comes. ويبدو صلاحها. النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم لا يعني نهى عن البيع بيع الثمر قبل أن يبدو صلاحه until it's clear. يعني you can tell, yeah, it's a 50% way to be ready to sell. Now I can sell it because I can control also the price in that time. Um, as I told you, the uh, the return for your money has to be specified. Why I'm giving that money, for what benefit? For what benefit? Now I can teach you, I can work for you, I can defend you, I don't have to give you something like material. I can give you service as a price, but it has to be clear. If I don't know how much I'm paying for that, that make the aqd invalid. This is where when you make agreement with me, you don't know how much I pay, I don't know how much I pay, and I don't know how much I'm taking the benefit and when I'm taking the benefit. I'm paying you $200 as insurance. Maybe I will use the insurance after a month or a year or 10 years or 500 years. I don't know. So I'm paying a price. I don't know how much. You didn't tell me. You didn't tell me. In some point you stop. خلاص. As soon as you reach $10,000, you don't have to pay anymore. You didn't tell me that. And in the same time, the benefit you give it to me, which is to give me another car or to fix my car, the one I had accident with, that's why I bought my insurance. I don't know when I get that, after how much I paid. Maybe I pay 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, then I get it. Maybe after a year or two or three, I get it. Maybe I will never, I will die without making the accident. So you see that? So here, that's why the agreement is not clear and valid in that. It has to be everything certain in Islam. Inshallah, next time it will be 8:15, inshallah. سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك أشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت أستغفرك وأتوب إليك. I know you have question. Write it down. Write it down. I know it's that subject sometimes it go heavy like today. Sorry about that. It has too many information and too things, but in some point it's important to know the subject. It's important to know the subject. As I mentioned, a lot of people nowadays, they make deals with money. You don't need that wrong money, haram money, to come to you without you knowing it. And it doesn't matter if it's a $2 million haram or $5 haram. It doesn't matter. You let that haram money touch your halal money, and you affect yourself, your family, your children, your life. For what? For what benefit? So that's why let us, inshallah, uh, have another, inshallah, classes. And subhanakallah wa bihamdika ashhadu an la ilaha illa anta astaghfiruka wa atubu ilayk. Jazakumullahu khairan.